Hey guys, this is Echo Soundworks, and you're checking out a massive quick tip tutorial video for ADSR. Now, in this video, we're going to be looking at a tip and trick inside of Massive. I know I just had a reverb open, but we're going to be looking at how you can control an LFO using an envelope to create this kind of cool flutter sound at the beginning of each trigger. So this is helpful if you're trying to create like future bass or maybe a type of song or track or production that's influenced by Flume. Even Chainsmokers used a little bit of this effect in their Roses track. So I have a sound pulled up in Massive. I'm not going to remake the sound because it's an incredibly easy sound to make. All you do is load up some saw waves and throw a cutoff on. And if I turn off the LFO here, here's the sound. Right, so the reverb's coming not from Massive because I have chorus and phaser on. This was really easy to make, not a hard sound to make. I have a little bit of an LFO going into the oscillator's pitch to detune, and I have an envelope going into it to add this kind of swoop. All right, so pretty easy sound to make, not too hard. What we're going to be looking at is, let's turn on this fifth LFO in the cutoff now. What we're going to do is we're going to modulate backwards with this rate, so it's going to slow down the LFO as we settle into it. So to do that, go to an available envelope. I'm going to go to envelope 1. And this is what it looks like. So if it's kind of more closer to the default shape, it would look something like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to drag this onto the rate of the LFO and drag backwards from where the rate currently sits. Right, well that's not really helping out too much. So let's turn this up and look at the inverse. So it's not doing anything. So we want to slow down from where it is. All right, well that one's starting to, but let's go back to the envelope. I actually saved one of the envelope shapes here, and we're going to go to it right now. It's called Flume envelope. I did it for the tutorial. So you want a long little ramp attack time. You hardly want any level on the decay. So I have the attack set to about the line of in between save and delete, and the release is about halfway. And now if you drag and drop that macro into the rate of your LFO, you can play around with the shape of the LFO. But now listen to this. It's pretty cool, and if we slow it down a little bit from its starting position, right, it's pretty cool. We can even go the reverse direction with it. So now this one's starting out fast and slowing down. So yeah, you guys get the idea. This really depends on what way you're modulating with, or what direction you're modulating with the LFO. And the depth. You see here that I don't have a lot of depth on it, because that gets a little bit weird. You just want a little bit too much of it on your cutoff, and it'll be a little bit weird. I like to use this type of effect with 2 filters as opposed to 1. You can see here that I have 2. I don't know why that random mystery knob was just there. I hope you guys actually saw that. I clicked before I mentioned it. I wonder if that ever happens to you. If so, post in the comments, because I think I'm like the only person that happens to. Sometimes just multiple knobs will show up on the sliders. Anyway, I digress. But I have it going into a high pass filter and the DAF filter. And so I do like using 2 filters and put the LFO on just one of them, just a little bit of LFO, and then this is the shape. So I'm going to freeze the frame here, you can freeze the video here. This is the general shape. You just want a little bit of attack time, not a lot of sustain on your decay, and then you can either modulate up or down from your rate for different effects. That one will speed up, and this one will slow down. There you guys go. If you have any questions or comments, let me know below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm Echo Soundworks. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.